So within the past few videos, I've been reacting to the Ed and Rose story, you know, the love story with 90 Day Fiancé, and Ed goes out to meet this lovely girl Rose, and you know, they're supposed to have a connection and get married and live happily ever after, but it didn't happen. Now, I made the mistake of apparently skipping pretty much an entire season's worth of material that led up to what I uploaded last night. So I figured, why not just get all of it out? Let's air everything out, you know? I do want to keep in mind, to anyone new here or people who just don't know this in general, about 85% of the content that's on this channel is curated from you guys. It's viewer requested. So, you know, when I'm sitting here and telling you guys to, oh, feel free to DM me, you know, videos that I may want to check out, majority of the time it's fresh. It's fresh content. I just bring it here for you guys because I think you guys will want to see it, and then that's that. But that kind of didn't happen that kind of didn't happen in the last upload. I kind of just went from start to finish. So what we're gonna do is pretend that pretty much the last two uploaded videos I have are just trailers, you know? Because trailers do sometimes spoil a lot of the movie that the viewers end up watching in theaters. So that's kind of what I did. I spoiled the beginning and the very end. So what we're gonna do today is fill in all the middle. This might be a long video, I think. So if you're not interested in watching this at all, then don't watch it. Why drag yourself through the whole video and then let me know that you didn't want to watch it? You're the dummy who watched it. And also, I'm sure this isn't a big deal at all. Again, this is just me not doing as much work as I should have done. And I'm sure a lot of you guys who are already subscribed don't really care, you know, what type of videos I put up. You're willing to watch anything, and that makes my job a lot easier. I do appreciate it. But in the same token, I don't want to half-ass anything. So the fact that I did leave out a lot of information with Big Ed and Rose's story, kind of want to fill it in a little bit more. Because the way you guys are dropping these comments, this is a selfish man. So we're gonna dive into the selfish man's life and see what led up to his ass getting roasted and caused this entire fiasco to happen. So again, if you don't care to watch, feel free to click off. I don't care. But if you're down to check it out, stick around, grab some popcorn, and let's get into it. So first and foremost, I feel it's most appropriate to check out Ed. So we're gonna introduce Ed in the proper way this time. So let's check out Ed. I'm sorry, his face just gets me every time. Like, never mind.
I'm Ed. I'm 54 years old. People know me as Big Ed. I'm from San Diego, California. I am a professional photographer. That's perfect. Oh my God. Nice, hold on. I actually gave myself the name Big Ed. Perfect. Because I have a huge personality and it makes me feel tall. That's the money. Oh,
okay. So it was more of a self-motivating tactic to give yourself the name Big Ed. I thought the viewers were just on that with you and decided to call you Big Eddie. I'm starting to get it.
Also, it's funny because I'm not tall. I'm actually 4'11", not in heels. I'm kidding. No. My height is something that I'm very self-conscious of.
That's a little munchkin size. That's a little munchkin size. I know you were that small, but Big Ed's coming here with an ego. So hopefully that ego takes him far. Right.
My track record with relationships is not very good. I was married for 2 years and it didn't work out because I was unfaithful. It was just a stupid mistake.
Being unfaithful in a marriage, my guy, is a first red flag to look out for, especially when you meet new people. It's kind of like your own prison sentence, you know? It stays on your record, especially if you're the one who wants to go around and be honest and share that to your future partners. I'm just saying, that's unfaithful to your wife. Dang, L number one, just dang.
But I did get a beautiful daughter out of that marriage, Tiffany. She's 29 years old. We are pretty much two peas in a pod. She is just like her father, stubborn, and she's the best thing that I have created on this earth.
I mean, cute, but I don't think she's just like you, considering, you know. I mean, but at least he's being faithful to the fact he loves his daughter, because some dads be out here just deadbeat with no meat. Just ain't got no type of personality, you feel me?
By waiting to date so long, I said to myself, I'm never gonna find love. But when I met Rose, everything changed. My girlfriend is Rosemarie. She's 23 years old, and she lives in the Philippines.
Didn't he just say that his daughter was 29 years of age? So then that means Rose is what, 6 years? But you 54. What is up with that? We found love in a hopeless place. So this is where Rose comes into the story. And just be prepared, as always, they're gonna juice it up and, you know, make it feel very welcoming, very wholesome. Like he might have a future candidate on his side, but you knew what happened.
One day I'm online on social media. I'm scrolling through, adding friends, and I come across Rosemary's picture, and I'm like, oh my God. I was like, wow, I'm in love. Talking to Rose has become the best part of my day. Oh, cool. So I said, look, will you be my girlfriend? Her response was, sure, I'll be your queen and you can be my king.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Rose is a very pretty girl, but I don't know why he's just, I don't know. I'm surprised she really saw a lot in him. And we're not considering his past because I'm not sure if in those intimate text messages he told her about that. But from how this introduction is starting off, it's just making it seem like there's a lot of hope for them two. So I actually kind of feel bad for just what went on, you know?
Where are we shipping to today?
Well,
Rosemary?
Rosemary.
All right.
After about 4 weeks of Rose being my girlfriend, I started sending gifts every week.
Sending gifts is just a bit excessive for me. I get it, it may be a sweet gesture, you know? Especially if you watching may have been someone who's done that. But for you to only know so much about a person, I feel as if you don't meet yet or find a way to do that, then it's just like, why invest that much time? There's a lot of dedication to send a gift.
But unfortunately, as far as I know, Rose hasn't received any of the many gifts that I've sent because she lives in a very poor and remote area. So it takes a long time. But on gifts and shipping, I've probably spent over $5,000.
Okay, well then that's your fault. You're the one who decided to invest that. And then don't put her on blast saying she lives in a very poor and remote town. Even if that's the case, you're the one who's interested in her. So it's like, be mindful of how you talk to said person. Treat them as if they are a guest. Because if I heard you saying some shit like that, you would have been blocked. Dude, Ben would have been blocked.
This time, this is much smaller.
What'd you send her last time?
Oh my God, sheets, shoes, pillows. I bought her dad a grill. Like everything,
Yeah. Wow.
Now, turns out Rose actually went live on Instagram and had some choice words about Ed sending her gifts.
He did not give me any gifts except Brian Panty. Ed, the mouth is lie. It's not at all true.
Sip the tea. Alright, so the next video I had lined up was actually the video I then reacted to 2 uploads back. Ed actually puts mayonnaise in his hair, you know, getting ready for the big trip, the big day. And in his words, he wanted to look young for Rose. If you guys just wanted to see the actual video, you can either watch my reaction or just Google it yourselves. I don't know. But it was a very short clip and he, again, just wanted to look good for her. But putting mayonnaise in his hair. So in this next part, Big Ed actually, I hear, wants to get a vasectomy done. So if any of you don't know what a vasectomy is, I'm gonna pretend that you don't know. Is when you get your kids, you know, you're dangling kids down there for the males, you get them snippity snap. So you don't wanna have kids. Let's see what Eddie says about it.
So what is all this? So I have a ton of stuff for her son, Prince. I have candy, toothpaste. I'm bringing toys.
How old is he?
Prince is 4.
Okay. So in 10 years, you're gonna be 64, you'll be 14. He's not even out of the house yet. And
if you guys don't know what he's talking about, he's referring to Prince as in Rose's son. She was actually in a previous relationship before meeting Ed. So I just wanted to point out who they were referring to in this clip.
I have been keeping a few things from Rose. One is my height. I'm 4'11", not 5'2". There's another thing, and that is I don't want any more kids. I want to get a vasectomy, but I don't want to tell her.
Ugh, he's just being very mischievous. Like, why would you not want to tell her though? That's my problem. It just makes no sense. Then you're about to travel all the way over there. You're gonna look dumb as hell. Dumb. Now, the next part in the series, again, I did react to it 2 uploads ago, but he actually ends up meeting Rose at the airport after, you know, flying to the Philippines. And, you know, she was very excited to see him. You know, she let out a fat screech when she saw him in person.
Oh my God.
Then he starts questioning, you know, whether she likes what she sees, even though she expected him to be a little bit more taller than he said he was online. You know, she does a quick spin around on him, checks him out, and is like, I got duped on a couple of facts you told me about, but I guess this will do, you know? I'm thankful that you're here in person. The person I talked to is who I fell in love with, not is. Now we're moving forward with the market shopping. So once he finally got to the Philippines, I guess him and Rose then decided to go market shopping. You know, she's showing him around the area. She wants to spend time with him, have a good time. And I actually reacted to this part too in the last video. I'm just giving quick rundowns of things I've already seen. So they're at the market and Ed starts to profusely sweat that blue Dated ass t-shirt on. Keep in mind the title of this video was Is Rose Scamming Big Ed? Because she goes inside of his wallet to pick out pesos to give to the market shop owners to get the clothes that they went shopping for. Ed now losing his marbles because Rose tells one of the workers to keep the change. But in my head I'm like, are you kidding me? What's the problem with it? US currency is a lot more than pesos. So keeping the change is not the end of the world. Plus, if you were that prepared to go out there in the first place, shut the hell up. That's how I felt. Later in the same clip, Ed also mentions how Rose's sister actually got in contact with him asking for money and how he felt as if Rose may or may not be the same exact way. You know, he didn't really know where the intention for Rose towards him came into play. And that's that on that. So this next clip is about No Neck Ed going all in on Rose's STD test. This clip I have not seen, but I'm assuming he's gonna start digging into her a little bit. I don't really think that's getting to know somebody, but we'll see where this takes us.
Even though I have some doubts about Rose, it's only our first day together, so I hope we can work through all of this. Oh, thank you so much.
Work through something. Y'all just met, my dude. If you don't take a chill pill and set that blue tired ass shirt down and eat the little food, everything just getting under his skin. If you gonna be that scary, go home. Cause he just talking to the whole camera crew as if he just contemplated his life decision. You're 54. This should have been set in stone. You should have wrote a little journal down before you done showed your ass up there in the first place.
So there's a test that you can take.
Yeah, you test me?
No, yeah, it's a test for I don't know if you understand it. It's STD, which is, I think it's a blood test, and they just test to see if you have like sexually transmitted disease.
Oh, she's looking at him like he done lost his damn mind. What even made you want to ask that about her? Is it because she lives in the Philippines? Because you know it's a third world country. Obviously their culture is a lot more different. Their surroundings is a lot more different. They adapt to a lot of different things than us US folks. But I do want to point out, Ed, she's not a moron. You can't just bring up her past and make assumptions about the actions she took on her own time before talking to you. That's what you call trust issues. Now, that's not really all that good to be doing, especially on first impressions. You talking about, you want Rose's first impression. How do you think she feels about your salty spittoon ass?
So I was asking if you're willing to take that test. I'll never ask you another question about your past.
You've got to be kidding me. So we're just gonna play investigator, pretty much. Oh my gosh.
I want to know where Prince's dad is. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to spend the rest of my life with somebody I can't trust.
You want to know who's the father of your prince? It is my own her life.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
And then slams the door and all right, next. Because at this point, that's a toxic trait for somebody to be insecure about what you've done in your life when it's none of their business. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be there together. They're supposed to be happy in that moment. Why is he worried about something that is old news? Ugh. So this next clip has to do with the next morning, you know, after Rose and Ed's whole argument. Apparently he wakes up and she's nowhere to be found. So let's see what she got into.
I'm not ready to give up yet, so I decided to text her in Tagalog and ask her to meet me at a cafe nearby.
I'd be ready to dip, but that's just me. I'm just saying, because right there, I just feel like my time's being wasted. Yeah, I know you ain't worried about what I've been doing. Grown-ass man.
I love Rose. I miss her. I want to say I'm sorry. I want to let her know that I know everything I need to know about her past, and I won't ask it again.
I don't know, that's still weird to me because again, I feel as though you knowing about what someone's done in the past doesn't change what you have right there, right now, you know? Like, what is he gonna do with that information? I mean, he knows. If anything, he could just use it against her in the future. So ladies, gents, if people are so caught up on what you've done in the past, just don't invest in your time. Again, you only got one life, move on. It's a waste, I don't know. That's ridiculous at this man, that's all he cared about. You came all the way to the Philippines, you look stupid on camera. You've been acting a little weird these last few clips. He just, what?
Thank you for coming. I wanted to tell you face to face that I'm sorry and that I trust you now.
You understand what my point last night?
Yes, I need to learn how to communicate and understand what you're saying to me.
Communication, it's about boundaries. Like, it's just unnecessary to know that. And I'm gonna keep mentioning it. She didn't ask him anything about his life or what he's doing. She likes him for how he's shown himself thus far. So what gives him the right to invade her personal life just to know? What are you gonna do with just knowing? It doesn't mean anything. Like, that's stupid. L number 4, 5, 6. He's just gonna keep getting L's. I don't know, I'm tired of counting. That shit's done. It's ratchet. It's old as
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, last night is you hurt me, right? So I'm angry. For me, it's hurt my past. So you don't ask me again for you want the test.
Never. I want you to know that my heart hears you. And I will always trust you, and I'll always love you from this day forward. Because I never want what last night to ever happen, ever. I was wondering if you would stay one more night so you and I can relax and spend some time together.
Sure, why not?
But that's the whole point of a relationship, is to constantly move forward. You can't backpedal. Again, him knowing that means it doesn't do anything.
Next, it's tired.
All right, so in this next clip, Ed is actually visiting Rose's home for the very first time. So let's just see how this plays out. I mean, clearly he's been uncomfortable ever since he stepped foot on their land. So let's see how he takes this, because right now he just built like a bag of chips. That's all I can tell you.
It's awkward meeting Rose's sister Maria because we have this secret. You know, she asked me for money and asked me not to tell Rose. And I still don't know if Rose is involved or not. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna just say right here before we get too further involved, that kiss up is whack. I know if I was trying to get involved in someone's relationship right there, I know if I was trying to get involved in something like that, I would have at least told her just because I loved her, you know what I mean? Shake her hand and say, nice to meet you. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just lying again.
Ngayong nakita ko si Ed ng personal, mas maliit siya sa akin. Saka yung medyo mataba nga siya.
This is your store.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this on video when we chat.
Ooh, this man don't got no type of social skills. Now, that's something you gotta work on in your own time. Nobody could really teach you how to be social. You have to go out and interact with the world. You just been on his poorest behavior outside of our country. That's ooh.
Surprise! What do you think of my home? What do you think?
Well,
What do you say?
where are the windows?
Big windows.
That's not a window. Okay, that's okay.
You just had to be disrespectful, and for what? That's what they have to live with. And that's all he cared about was where's the way. If you don't sleep your tired ass outside on the concrete and shiver to death, I don't care no more. Like, what is he acting like this for? It's so extra. That girl didn't do nothing to him. He just looked like a box of Swiss rolls. All right, so moving forward, now we're checking out Big Ed showers with Rose's dad. You know, Rose's obviously had a very warm and opening welcome with her family. You know, they pretty much brought in Ed. They were very excited to meet them. You know, they clearly had a surprise moment at the beginning. Ed hasn't been on his best behavior on this field trip thus far, if I could say the least. So I'll throw in some Spursy clips on this little situation and see how he acts, because clearly he ain't been acting the best.
My dad say we want to shower too with you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
God, whoa. Nice. This has to be the weirdest experience of my life.
It's water, Ed, me boy. You acting like you drowning in a bucket of snakes. If you don't put on your big boy pants and shut the hell up, pour the water on yourself. I know I wouldn't invite his ass to no water park if with my family. They would have been treated your ass, because you one of the most, you showing out. So I guess Rose, again, is still, you know, spending time with him, taking him around, just showing her how she lives and what her day-to-day is.
Ay, excited naman ako na makita ni Ed yung babuyan dito.
Okay, yeah, hold on.
Oh, take care yourself.
Okay. Right there, okay. Oh, God, okay.
That's sad. You couldn't even stand up. See, I knew some shit was gonna happen. It was just a matter of time.
Take this.
Just throw it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I'm sorry. So, Rose, where does your dad live?
Here, inside.
Does he like living here?
Yeah, gusto mo ba daw pa nandito ka?
Yes.
These are my father's passion.
Yeah, this is fun. No, tell him I had a lot of fun.
I mean, that was another lie, but I guess. Ed, if you can't, he's just putting in little to no effort with everything that he's done up to this point. It's just, I get it. No further comments towards me. I get it, 100%. Moving on with the story, Ed and Rose go on another, you know, sort of date night type of vibe. You know, it's with a nice view, very lovely view. And so I guess they're just gonna chat a little more and get to know each other a little more. And unfortunately, we're gonna see what Ed comes up with, because again, his track record in past and present through all these clips just shows a lot of his character. So we're just gonna dive into the pit. You feel me?
The restaurant killed it. I contacted the hotel, told them I want the most romantic table in this resort.
Can I say that Ed could be a sweet dude if he was genuine about the words that came out of his mouth? Up to this point, he's literally done nothing but just really put up a facade in the front on how he truly feels about shit. But in the same sense, he hasn't even told her half the things that he wanted to get done. You know what I mean? He didn't tell her about his past. He's not telling her about how he wants to snip the kid. So at this point, I just feel sorry for Rose. Because again, time is something that you can't get back. That is one thing in this lifetime that you have to spend wisely. Because spending it with people who you really don't know too much about can just ruin a person. That's why you see a lot of people who really go through heartbreak. Like, that stuff is real because you don't know what you get yourselves into or what you sign up for. So I just wanted to put that out there. All right, let's continue.
I feel happy. I feel love. I want Ed part of my life.
The main reason why I wanted to come here with you was for us to really understand our feelings.
What you want?
I love that. What do you want? Like, at this point, she just knows what's up. You get it? Like, it's ridiculous.
I want someone that loves me, that won't ever leave me, that respects me.
Do you want that with me? No.
I mean, I think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
I already know that just hurt her feelings. Why would you even, like, you bought her oh my goodness. You took the effort to fly all the way out there, then to meet her family, take her on this luxurious date, and then sit there and say so many qualities that you want in your personal relationship. But when she wants to ask, do you want that with me? You hesitate like that. What is that? That's ridiculous. Another one, like, I don't get it. Now, at this point in the series, he pretty much just broke her heart in my eyes. There's no coming back from something like that. She has done nothing up to this point but love and care for you, even though you already lied from the jump and still have lies yet to tell her.
Why not 100%?
Because can I explain after dinner? Can we eat first and I'll explain? Oh, thank you.
Oh, that is some bulls. You can wait on the food. Just imagine that. That's almost like when your parents would wait out giving you that spank. I can't sit here and eat dinner when something like that is on my mind.
Because I think you not to see my love. I feel shocked, I feel hurts, and I feel sad. And I want to hear my sister's side of that story.
Oh, okay, so I think he told her about what Rose's sister said to him. And I could just say this is already a lot on the table. So they might as well just keep it going at this point. You can't do that, dude. I don't know.
I think I like my sister. He want you money, not with love. But I don't want the money.
Your sister made me doubt you, but no more.
It's just crazy because there shouldn't even be doubts to begin with. He's been the only one pressuring her to come out and say all of this stuff about her past, her family, all the history, and just everything. Like she said at the cafe, if there's no trust, there's no love. Like, you can't bombard somebody with all of this doubt and speculation and expect them to just turn around and love you for you when you don't even love them for who they are. Like, touched. It hurts a lot.
Our relationship is, I know it is not a perfect, but I think both us want being a build and strong family with my son and with 2 babies with you.
But you gotta tell her, because you wasting shorty time right now. Usually you gotta let her know, break the ice, do something, because you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, all right, so moving forward. This clip now is Ed revealing to Rose about his vasectomy. Quality's kind of low because I couldn't find the original clip because people keep re-uploading it and just all this normal stuff. So it's a bit shitty, but we'll work through it. Let's check it out.
In fact, before I came to see you in the Philippines, I had scheduled 2 appointments to have an operation. It's called a vasectomy.
What? I do not understand.
There's an operation in here where it's a snip. It prevents me from getting you pregnant.
Why you not tell me last night?
I didn't know how.
Like, she don't care about him no more. At this point and at this rate, it's just like, okay, my time's been wasted. I don't think I love you as much as you say you love me, but I think you don't love me either. So it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Like, her up for no reason either. All this for the show, it was worthless.
I want 2 kids because that's my dream. I tell you before, right? I tell you I want 2 kids, but why you not answer me? I feel very sad.
I want to be able to give you the best life I can with what I have. I'm not rich. I work.
How are you gonna turn this around on yourself? I still feel as if he's playing this whole victim card. Like, it has to do with his personal life and his needs. What about her though? Because you're involving yourself with her. I know she just feels embarrassed at this point. Like, it's set up. He set her up to fail. If you and your significant other wanted kids, you should be able to have children. The fact that he doesn't want kids but yet still wants to be in a relationship assuming it's all gonna work, that's selfish.
It's tiring, man.
Last night, I finally revealed to Rose that I want to have a vasectomy and I don't want any more kids. And when I woke up this morning, she was gone.
Shit, at this rate, either I wouldn't be surprised too. Get a grip. Go eat a cheese sandwich or some shit in your spare time. Flew all the way out here, just wasting my time. Bitch, I don't understand it.
She's not answering my texts, and she's not answering my phone calls. I'm really worried. She didn't leave a message with the front desk. I looked all around the hotel, and I'm really confused, and I'm sad.
I feel like this is slowly getting more towards the, you know, the recent finale where Rose actually goes off on him. So with all of this kind of being put out in, I think, the correct order, it is really showing his true colors. Again, I'm leaving those last two ones up. You better use those as a trailer to a flick, because at this point, he drug her through hell and back. Like, what more can you possibly do to just ruin the whole point of all of this happening? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to be in a relationship, dude, you can't just only think about yourself. Frustrated, I'm flustered, I'm done. It's tired, it's sick, and it's spoiled. Get the fuck out of my face. Before we break into it, I don't give a fuck about pausing either. I wish somebody might complain. Rewatching this back, I feel so much different. I do. Do I feel sorry for him? Not at all. I'm talking about you had poor communication. Should've did that shit from the jump. That's your fault. All right, let's hop back in. I'm done. I'm not talking to y'all no more.
I woke up early morning and I want to think of what you said yesterday and have space for things. I feel disappointed, you know, because I told Ed so many times I want baby. Why you not tell me the truth? You not want a baby? Why?
What do you mean?
Why you not tell me first before you come here?
Because I'm 54 years old. I don't want more kids.
Why you not tell me the truth?
Again, I keep complaining about him being selfish because he had the entire time, all the opportunities in the world to let this girl know about what he wanted, since everything was about him and his needs. So for her to feel this way is completely understandable, you know?
Why you tell me right now? Oh, yesterday. Why you not tell me before you come here?
I wanted you to get to know me, to make sure that we are compatible.
The infamous space arrives. He's talking about compatibility. You had every opportunity. And obviously from her answer, she may or may not have been interested no more. But since it was about him, he just played along as if, yeah, you know, you can have your kids. I'm getting a vasectomy, but still, you can have kids. He only cared about himself at the end of the day.
I wanted you to see who I am.
I know who you are, I think. You first lied to me about height, right? Then you want to give me STD test, right? And about mouthwash and embraced me. You give me feel a little bit personally. I think you not love me. I'm done.
Like, he dragged her through this entire season's worth of trying to get to know her. He didn't care. He only wanted everything to work in his best favor. Like I said, you're 54 years old. You could find somebody who don't want kids. She's 23. She wants to live her life. You got a couple of years under the belt. So find somebody who realistically can match your needs. Like, at this point, I'm done. It's done with. So with me including everything you guys saw here today, in the comments, how do you guys feel about it? Do you think Rose was right? Or do you think she was being selfish? Me personally, I don't think she did everything she was supposed to. Ed was the one who was constantly trying to just nitpick at her, it almost seemed like. I feel as if this would have became very controlling had this continued on, because everything that he wanted, if she couldn't make it happen, he would try his best to make it happen, even though she didn't really care for it. So it's just like, it's ridiculous. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Obviously, when I piece it together, you'll then see. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it. For the people watching who didn't really understand my last upload, now you get a little bit more of an idea on why this relationship ended up being as big as it was and how significant it turned out. Because she pretty much got played. Her time was just wasted completely, and he took so many fat L's. If you guys are new to this channel by any chance, please don't be afraid to subscribe here. Also, if you enjoyed this video, it's a long ass video, make sure to drop a like on it. It helps the channel out so much. And until my next video, I will see all of you later. Peace out.